Hello, welcome back to another episode. For those who already know me, thanks for coming back, and for those who don't, my name's Daryl and I'm the owner of Crystal Clear Polishing. So in this episode we're fixing yet another dealer mess up. This car went into Audi for a service and they've washed it and marred it. So this car had been previously coated by another company. It's an absolutely beautiful colour, but now it's got quite a lot of damage on it, so I'm going to get it washed now. Get that step out of the way, then we'll get it on the ramps, then I can show you the damage. We will be doing a 5-year wax is dead coating on the paintwork, plastics and the glass. We'll also be ceramicing the alloys, and we will also be painting the calipers the same colour as the car. So we've got quite a bit of work to do on this one this week. As you can see, it's already pretty dirty, but I'm going to get that washed off now, get it all tidied up, and then we can get it on the ramps ready for polish. As always, if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe. This is detailing done properly. If you've got any questions or comments, leave them down below and I will get back to you. As always, sit back, relax, and let me do all the work. Clip to show you the damage that we're working with. So she took it to Audi themselves, and this is the lovely gift that they sent her home with. See all the swirl marks. Bearing in mind this had been corrected previously, not by us, but it had been done. I've just gone over this back bumper with the rotary machine with the heavy cut pad and the heavy cut compound. I would say I've got 90% damage out. I'm getting a little bit twitchy now though, because I don't want to keep going with it, because I can quite clearly see that this back bumper has been painted at some point and there's a few little bits of dust and things in there. I'm as happy as I can be with it at this point. I'm going to go over it again with the DA just to get any holograms or any marring out. There are still very fine marks on here. Unfortunately, we're going to have to live with these because I don't deem it safe to go any further with it. I'll show you in a minute the difference between the bumper and the wing, because I haven't done the wing, and then you can see what we've achieved. Alright, so starting off on the back bumper, you can see what I've achieved. Then we slip onto the wing, and you can see the bit I haven't touched yet. So you can see all the swirls on the marring in the back wing. And get it down to the bumper. And this is near as perfect as it's going to be. And all of this was done from one bad wash at a dealership. So it doesn't actually look that bad at first glance. Obviously it is bad. But once you get down to these lower bits and you really start trying to polish it out, I'm having to do a 2-stage on it, which I wasn't expecting to have to do, but needs must. This is why our motto is detailing done properly. Right, let's show you the transformation on this door. We're going to go from this to this. Right, so I've just done one pass. I can still see some marks here, so I'm going to give it another go with the rotary. You can see we've now polished this panel. We've still got one mark through the middle there, but really that needs sanding. which we're not doing on this job. But that looks fantastic. All the lowers are polished, everything is looking absolutely spanking. So now I've got the airline in my hand, I'm going to get the car back on the ground. We're going to do the bonnet, pillars, the mirrors and the roof. Then we're going to let the paint rest overnight, and then tomorrow we can come in and either do the ceramic coating or get the calipers painted. Right, today's another day. The paint is all done, the paint's all polished, the paint looks amazing. But today the humidity is quite high because obviously I washed 2 vehicles in the unit yesterday. It's not exactly hot at the moment either. So I'm going to paint the calipers first. I'm going to paint them today, then if it all clears up by the end of the day, then I will get the paint ceramic. But today's focus is the calipers. So we're going to be painting those to match the same color as the car. It is a really, really nice color. And then the sun, you get like the pearlescent pops out of it, which is beautiful. So I'm going to get the car up in the air. Once you've got the car up in the air, I'm going to whip the wheels off. We're going to mask it. Well, we're going to clean the calipers, mask the calipers up, and then we'll get them primed, painted, and lacquered. Cough. Right, your locking wheel nuts absolutely should not be this tight. Because that is how they snap. Ridiculous. Now we finally got the wheels off, I'm going to clean the calipers, mask them up, then we get a graphene epoxy etch primer on there, a filler primer, then we go with the base coat colour, and then once we've done that we can put our fancy pantsy new lacquer on, which is absolutely amazing. I'm well impressed with that. And then depending on what temperatures are like, might have an early day, might not, depends. I mean, the humidity's sat at 70, so that's like our maximum really, so it could be the fact that we're ceramicing this tomorrow. Hopefully not, hopefully we'll be doing it today and then the job's almost done and out of the way, but we'll see how we get on with the calipers first. So you've just watched me paint the calipers. Now I'm going to ceramic the wheels, and then we can get the wheels back on the car, get the car back on the ground, and then we can get the paint itself ceramic. I am going to spray the ceramic on the wheels. I've got a new gun now. The reason I like spraying the ceramic is because you get a real good thick even layer over the wheel, whereas when you put it on by hand you might miss bits or you might end up with high spots. At least with this, everything's universal. It's really easy on and it's really easy off. You do use a hell of a lot more product, but I don't mind. I'm happy using more product where you get a better job, so that's not an issue. So anyway, I'm going to get on with the wheels. As always, if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you've got any questions or comments, leave them down below. Right, calipers painted, wheels are ceramics. Now it's time to get them on. Obviously I've cleaned the face of the hub, so I am going to put a little bit of copper slip on that. Keep this nice and fresh, at least then the wheels go on nicely and they'll also come off well as well. Just basic maintenance really. So I'm going to get some copper slip on them. Once I've got the copper slip on, I'm going to whack the wheels back on, and we're not going to over tighten them like they were before. But yeah, let's get on with that. Right, as you can see, wheels are back on, everything's coated apart from the paint. Now I'm going to get the vehicle down on the ground. We're going to torque the wheels up, get the covers back on, and then tomorrow we will come in and we can get the paint ceramics along with the glass, and that is it, job done. Okay, so today is the day for ceramic coatings. The vehicle has been left to rest. The wheels have been ceramics, the calipers have been painted. Now today is the final day where I will be ceramicing the vehicle. So first off, I'm going to clean it down with a Wax is Dead cleaner. This is an IPA based product which removes any oils, greases, residues, anything left on the paint after the process, the polishing process. Humidity is currently set at 64%, temperature is 20.7 degrees, which is perfect. Time is 9:30. I've been here for hours trying to get the humidity down, because when I arrived this morning it was at 77%. So anyway, with the heater and the fan and a mix of both, we've managed to get it down. I'm going to get this ceramics, as I mentioned. First of all, I'm going to give it a good wipe down with the Wax is Dead cleaner. While the vehicle's wiped down, I'm going to get the car up in the air. We're going to ceramic everything below the belt line. Once we've done that, then obviously we get back down, we do the bonnet, do the roof. Actually, do you know what? I'll do it the other way around. I'm going to do all the top stuff, get the car up in the air, and then do that way. So we're using the Wax is Dead Supreme 2.0. Get your warranty card, get your applicator, get your stickers. And then obviously, most importantly, you get your ceramic. On the first application, I really do like to overload the pad, because we're not using the pads that are supplied. These have got, obviously you can see they're quite a bit thicker. So they've got a lot of, they'll absorb a lot of the coating, and you don't want to be wiping it dry. So I like to overload the pad on the first application, which then primes it, I suppose, for the rest of it. So now we've got plenty on the pad. I'm going to do it in sections, so I'll probably do the two outer edges and then I'll do the middle. So when you're putting ceramic on, depending on what you're using, you want it to kind of go like, you want it to start like breaking up, I suppose. You don't want it to dry, but if you look just here, you can see it's starting to like, see the little lines in it? It starts to like break up, so that is ready to come off now. Right, so that concludes another video. You've seen me do the ceramic on the paint, the glass, and the wheels. The wheels haven't come up as well as we would have liked them to. I wouldn't usually ceramic wheels when they're in this condition. They're not curved or anything, but they have still got some contamination on that we can't remove. But due to the customer's needs, the ceramic is there for ease of cleaning, not necessarily anything else. But anyway, the car looks fantastic. We've removed all of the swirls that you've seen at the beginning. I'll put another little clip in here and now for you to have a look at. So we've removed all of those swirls. Obviously, as you can see, it looks amazing. Those swirls were put there by our dealership. The vehicle went in, they were told not to wash it, and they still continue to wash it. So that's why we supply, 2 seconds. That's why we supply these hangers with every single ceramic job that's been done. Please do not wash. And then if they do choose to wash, it says what to do and what not to do. So you hang this on your rear view mirror. They can't miss it. If they do miss it, then they're paying for the ceramic to be redone again. But anyway, as always, if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Detailing Done Properly. Thanks for watching this video. If you've got any questions or comments or anything else, leave them down below. And if you want to get in touch with us. We've got a few little things in the pipeline coming up. I'm not at liberty to speak about them just yet, but we've got some big things coming. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.